Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Welcome to the Mary Goulet Show, cultivating a rich interior. Now, here's Mary.
Welcome to the program. It's so nice to be back. I've taken a little bit of a break from my show, so I'm going to use this episode to kind of remind you the overall scope of my work. I'm an author, and I do a couple of other podcasts with Steve Olsher and Richard Otey down at WS Radio in San Diego, Reinvention Radio, and Beyond Eight Figures. So I'm doing that every week. But I've been so busy with selling houses and running my vacation rental properties that finally have them kind of humming along. So now I'm devoting more time to writing more. I'm currently working on a Go With Your Gut online course and a vacation rental online course. I kind of jokingly called it, So You Think You Want to Be a Vacation Rental Property Owner and Manager, because it's not for the faint of heart. It is a lot of work if you want to maximize your profits. If you have a place that's completely paid off, you don't live there, you can pay 25 to 30% to a property manager and pay someone to be on call for cleaning, your profits will be, half of what they could be. So I do everything. I have two, and it keeps me very busy. So I was going to write an online course so somebody could take a look at that and go through my complete checklist, because I kind of go Rain Man on my vacation rental properties, like down to the way pillows are creased. If there's a teeny spot on the towels or sheets, they're in the trash. I just won't use them. So there's a lot of stuff like that. And it's such a commitment to do a vacation rental property, because if your town allows you to have them more often than 30 days, like some towns will only say you can have a tenant in there for a minimum of 30 days. Well, my town, I can do one night rental, and that increases my profits for sure, because I take the cleaning fee and I get more turnover. So that is where the time comes in. It's just, you got to have a system. So I have a system, a very good system. I have everything organized. So if you're interested in learning more about that, I can give you a lot of information to peruse and say, this sounds doable, or this is too much work, or I don't want to do it the way Mary's doing it, and rather hire someone out. Because I find a lot of people will start a vacation rental property, they'll do it for 6 months, and then they'll quit. It's not worth it. I just want to lease out the place. But they've already invested in all the furniture. I call it sofa to spoons. You've got to get all the furniture, bedding, linens, all the textiles, right down to the spoons. Forks, silverware, plates, dishes, cups, wine glasses, coffee cups. I even provide sippy cups and little kid spoon sets and plates and bowls, and you just keep finding things, because people now want to walk into someone's home as if it's their private resort. No kidding. They want every convenience you can imagine. So that's what my vacation rental online course is going to be. I might even put it into I can put it into a little ebook as well. But I had to learn it all the hard way. That's why I'm writing it, because I had to figure it out in the first year or two. It used to take me 5 to 6 hours to turn over the house. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-story house. Now I can do it in an hour and a half max, because I have my systems in place. And when you have your systems, then it's much easier and faster, and your whole life's not taken up by it. So I have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house, and then I have a master suite with a private entrance in my main residence. That one I can turn over in 30 minutes. And that one's just basically a cash cow. So doing that. Now let me go back to Go With Your Gut. Go With Your Gut is my signature work. And it may take me another segment to bring you guys all up to speed on what's going on and where I'm heading, what I want to do with my work. So my Go With Your Gut online course is basically all the fundamental information on Go With Your Gut, and then all the information, techniques, awarenesses, strategies that I've recognized over the years, all in one spot. We have to trust ourselves more than we trust anyone else. I am not kidding. If we don't, we will regret choices we make based on advice from other people, based on their ego and emotional state. How many people who love us to death or are just colleagues or friends are really, really 100% clear that they're giving us the best advice for our well-being in the moment, in that circumstance, that experience, without filtering it through their own fear? Think about that. No matter how much someone wants the best for us, they cannot control their filter through their own fear or ego. Now, they're not aware of it, or sometimes they are. And that would just make them feel better if we did what they said. So, the remedy for that is trusting yourself more than you trust anyone else. Now, how do we do that? We have to know how we make our own decisions. We have a default. Are we making our decisions typically from our ego? Or are we making decisions typically from our heart? I think the second chapter in my book, Go With Your Gut, let me see if it is. Third chapter. Don't follow your heart. Now, that freaks everybody out. What do you mean? Don't follow my heart. Don't follow my bliss. Okay, as my classic example when I go out and speak on this topic, you're excited about the day. You slept great. You prepared everything. You know what you're going to be doing during the day. Maybe you're working on a big deal, or you're going golfing, whatever it might be. You take a shower, whistle your way back to the closet to get dressed, and your clothes are too tight. Your jeans are too snug. You maybe can't zip them fully. They just feel uncomfortable. Where's your mood? What happens to your mood? Now, that's just a momentary disappointment in yourself. Dang it, my clothes are too tight. I knew I should. Then we start the mental play. I should not have been eating so much lately. I know I overate the last 2 nights going out with clients or friends or family. Haven't been working out. Now my clothes are too tight. Blah, blah, blah. So you went from feeling enthusiastic, on your game, feeling strong, to undermined and bashing yourself mentally. Do you really want to make decisions from your emotions? I don't think so. So, how do we know how not to do that? We have to understand the language of our ego, because there are words, phrases. When I explain it, people are like, oh, I get it. Because with our ego, we speak in sentences. We ask a lot of questions. We justify, rationalize, anything to make our case, and it's fear-based. With our emotions, it's all about, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings, and what are they going to think about me? And it's always like heavily laden in just a mess of emotions. So the alternative is to just trust that still small voice whispering a statement. So the gut is really interesting. It doesn't need to explain anything to us. It just is. It just states in 5 words or less. Call so-and-so now. It's not saying why. Turn right here. Doesn't tell you why. It just says it's a directive. Do this. Or don't do that. Or delay. And we get really uncomfortable not knowing why. So I trust the breadcrumbs. Trust just having faith in your own intuition. You know you have a guardian angel. You know the Holy Spirit is guiding you. And if you have faith in any way, shape, or form, those two are absolutes. So do you think you're the smartest one making the choices in your life? You know, if you do a huge spreadsheet, you're still ego or emotions. The gut just says it is so. So we'll talk more about that in the next segment. And you can go to marygoulet.net and iTunes and listen to some of my other segments and episodes. Lots of good stuff. Repetition for emphasis on Go With Your Gut. So I'll talk more about that in the next segment. You're listening to The Mary Goulet Show. Be right back.
Military, things can change in an instant. The Navy Mutual Aid Association, we understand because it's our life too. That's why our dedication to serving the life insurance needs of our military veterans and their families is unrivaled. Navy Mutual offers superior life insurance protection without military service restrictions and limitations. A single focus on providing the peace of mind military families are looking for. That's what we do. Navy Mutual, insuring those who serve. Call 800-628-6011 or go to NavyMutual.org.
Tired of presentations with no impact, no inspiration, and no traction? Do dull speakers have you and your team disengaged and distracted by smartphones? Christopher McAuliffe brings energy, insights, and 2 decades of experience, delivered with punch, humor, and heart. Your team will leave energized, uplifted, and with a sense of purpose. Visit ChristopherMcAuliffe.com to bring some heat to your next speaking engagement. McAuliffe. ChristopherMcAuliffe.com.
On the internet, your business's reputation can be unjustly destroyed in an instant. Don't wait for that to happen. Building and marketing your 5-star reputation can increase your business by as much as 19%. Take control of your reputation and have the 5-star reputation you deserve with Reputation Marketing Solutions by DSI Development. Become the go-to company by visiting 5starrepmarketing.com. The number 5starrepmarketing.com.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.
Take a break from politics. Tune in and learn something. WS Radio shows are worth your time and are filled with tips and advice. Add us to your lunch routine, and we'll give you a meal for your mind.
I've been bragging about Progressive Medical Center to you guys for years, and I'm so excited to have Dr. Agoli with us because, Dr. Agoli, a lot of people walk through your doors, and some of their biggest problems are they're just fatigued, they're tired all the time, and even though they're dieting and exercising, they cannot get the weight off. Why is that?
It's a combination of poor metabolism, inappropriate eating, but more importantly, it's due to a lack of education and really doing the right testing. A lot of our patients are metabolically compromised. What does that mean? Their metabolism is not functioning. The metabolism is responsible for all physical and chemical processes necessary to sustain life, and that includes energy. And without cellular energy, your body is not going to be a burning machine. Let's get back and teach our listeners to be a fat-burning machine.
It's been a lot easier to maintain my weight since Progressive Medical Center started treating me with all-natural supplements, learning proper nutrition, and that can be you today. No more frustrations about being tired or overweight. So why don't you get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today through ProgressiveMedicalCenter.com.
This is your life. Live it well.